Okay, I'm still annoyed, even though I've changed into my pajamas and my hair is down. And by the way, it went up wet today. So I'm just still annoyed with this whole golfer situation. Like, let's talk. I have never like gone on a first date where I was actually looking forward to it. Like that is how much like mental shit was going on. And like how like I don't know. I guess maybe I just not used to dating like gentlemen. Because the narcissist definitely not the best comparison. And again, I'm not like tripping out over this guy from an emotional standpoint. Like I'm actually like I'm already like looking back on it and being like, all right, you dodged a bullet. And like in comparison to like the narcissist was like trying to come off heroin for me, and like my therapist said that. Like the golfer is more like you run out of a bottle of wine when the liquor store is closed, and you're not really that big of a drinker. Like, but you can always go back in the morning and get a new one. Like that's the comparison. Like heroin to like new wine drinker that wasn't even paying attention how much was not left in the bottle, but it was just like it's so frustrating to have like come all these years and like gone out with like so many losers and been a loser myself. I've definitely been through periods of time where I've not been that great. I have intentionally picked people that I did not have to raise my behaviors for, people that would not hold me accountable, because that's what I was looking for at the time. I wanted to be messy. I wanted to misbehave. I still want to be messy and misbehave, but now I want to do it like I want to be like that respect, like that person that you would see that behaves respectfully at a party and like then goes and does my weird shit behind closed doors. I don't want you to be able to tell that I do that. At any rate, I think I got set off too because like when I stopped to go check out this band, there was like a bald guy, like a blue-eyed, bald, Irish-looking guy, and like so was the golfer. And like I've never dated a bald guy before that like I also like well one, I've never dated one before, and two, like that was good looking even with that. And so apparently now every time I see a bald Irish looking blue-eyed guy, I'm gonna think it's him even though it's not. But I'm just like my head's a little fucked up because this was just never on my like I with the exception of the narcissist and his receding hairline, everybody's had a full head of hair. I've been pretty freaking lucky considering. And by the way, like tonight I was on a date with somebody that was 7 years younger than me. So I'm all over the place. My brain is like misfire. Like my ADHD is just like complete misfire. But like the golfer was just giving like good everything to the point that when I like first of all I was looking forward to that date and I actually had a good feeling about it. Like I usually have bad vibes before I even go out and meet these guys, and I still do it anyway just in case. Like I had a weird vibe tonight where I was like but when I went with the golfer, like here's a comparison. Like tonight I didn't shave my legs today. I mean, yeah, I put on the good underwear because I always do that. But like my hair just went up in a top pony. I wore a pair of like ripped up jeans. I just didn't care. And I was probably dressing more for like my plans after. I was just like, take me as I am, right? Now, the golfer day, I will admit, that was like a whole day of pre-gaming. Like everything got shaved, the hair got straightened and blown out. I wore a cute outfit. And on date number 2, I wore a goddamn dress. Like I wear dresses, everybody knows that, but like I don't go feminine for people. I like usually, the first outfit I had on tonight before I changed was like my usual like army militant like tank top and cargo pants where I'm like ready to go in looking like I'm going to war. That is often my go-to. And I wonder if that's where things turned with the golfer, because I think on my third date that is what I was wearing, because at that point I was like, all right, you've seen me like dress up for first date, you've seen me in a dress for our second date, now you can handle like casual, my house, like militant. Apparently I think that is what kind of like scared him, was like, oh my god, she is really strong. But anyway, so yeah, I pre-gamed the whole day getting ready for that, like new nails, everything, I will admit it. And like I put a lot of effort into it. I guess until the night I was just like, yeah, you can handle me in my like militant, like at this point that's what you're getting is like this tough chick. But I think that was like a physical representation of the things that like I think scared him. Like I guess I'm not accustomed to like at this age having a guy, I think, intimidated by body count, right? Like, I don't think neither of us confirmed our body count, but it was very clear that mine had more depth to it. Let's put it that way. And I think that actually ultimately intimidated him, even though it wasn't like, I was like, I don't care. Like, you've got something none of those guys had, which is like gentleman behavior, chivalry, like most of the boxes, like, money is not the be all end all. It's really not. But I've sort of grown accustomed to, like, I make more than in others. Even unemployed, in my severance, I make more than usually the guys I date. Now this guy rolls up in a Mercedes. I will admit I got a little excited about that. I know I'm shallow, but like, it's less about me and more about, like, that said to me, it's like, oh, he can handle me because he's got his own, like, he's at his own level, and it clearly is in the same ballpark of where I am. But I think for him, there were a lot of like showy things that were important to him beyond, I think, what was a healthy level. I think I think there were some very deep insecurities, I think, going on in there, which I actually was willing to deal with, but he just wasn't willing to share. And this sounds like a relationship that went on forever, considering all this depth and like analysis and like the ground that we covered in a very short period of time. And it was a very short period of time. So thank God for that, because that's why I'm like, emotionally, like, him as a person, like, I'm good that we're not together, but I'm just so annoyed that I think I saw, like, that's the closest I've ever seen to being like, this could work. And again, he was like, look, clocking my jeweler, like, realize, oh, you don't wear gold. Okay. Oh, look how tiny your fingers are. Like, I wonder what size that is. Oh, what do you need? You need Diet Coke? I've stocked the fridge with all your stuff. And oh, by the way, clocking like my dairy, my lactose issue, like all the non-dairy food that showed up in the house for me. Like, a lot happened in a really short period of time that I am unpacking right now, because I realize this person is a virtual stranger that I shaved my legs for and all the other things. And trust me, I went into the good drawer for the good underwear for every single date. And maybe that scared him too. I don't know, like, that I'm just too put together. And then and now I'm back to like nothing good on the radar. I'm trying. I went on a date. There's nothing wrong with this guy, just not for me. And like, he's not for me even more so than he's not for the family table. You gotta only have like one or two things I have to like tell my family before you show up. But like, this would have been such a long list of trying to explain it, even if he had like registered for me. Like, it just wasn't gonna be a fit. So again, I gotta go figure that out, because he's really nice and I don't want to be like a bitch. He apparently did not get turned off by my controversial comment that I hoped was going to turn him off. He's still texting me. So I got to go do the mature adult thing and put a nice pin on that. Not ghost, not be a bitch, not prolong it. Like, all the things that I complain about with guys, I'm going to be an amicable grown up. You treat people the way you want to be treated. So I'm in this new phase again. I'm just venting and ranting because I literally survived a narcissist that felt like coming off of heroin. And like, the weeks immediately after that, and all the stuff I was trying to do to like pad myself, and like, I mean, I literally lined up like 4 different guys for like 4 different purposes, so that if I wanted to not feel that pain, I had other things to go get addicted to. Now, granted, I actually did not follow through on any of those things. Yay me, I'm growing. But like, I did it. This is different. Like, this was just my like, get over him by getting under somebody else. And at my age, getting under somebody else is just going out to dinner and having a date and just making sure that like I still work. I can still get out there when one thing goes away. So I know I'm making no sense. I'm ranting. It's been a weird day, and I'm just frustrated and frustrated and frustrated, but I'm learning.